of a city, Andalusia's most fascinating metropolis.
That's a different tour, the blue line for the old city, the old town. And it takes about 1 hour, and also you can hop on, hop off.
This is all tour takes 1 hour, yeah?
1 hour the small bus and 1 hour and 15 minutes the big one.
How much is the cost?
The price is 17 euros for 24 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours, and you have also included 2 walking tour with the guide in English.
Seville lies on the banks of the Guadalquivir and is one of the largest historical centres in Europe. It has the minaret of La Giralda, the cathedral, one of the largest in Christendom, and the Alcázar Palace. Part of its treasure includes Casa de Pilatos, Torre del Oro, the Town Hall, Archive of the Indies, the Fine Arts Museum, plus convents, parish churches and palaces.
They're gone. We stood there for ages. It's alright.
Just press it once.
Okay.
The old town is dominated by Spain's largest cathedral. Its inhabitants called it a work planned by lunatics and built by titans. The Giralda and the Patio de los Naranjos are the only remains of Seville's Almohadin mosque. The rest of the temple was destroyed by the Christians.
cathedral's minaret was the culmination of Almohad architecture and served as a model for those at their imperial capitals of Rabat and Marrakesh. It was used by the Moors both for calling the faithful to prayer, the traditional function of a minaret, and as an observatory, and was so venerated that they wanted to destroy it before the Christian conquest of the city.
Within the park is the somewhat unreal-looking Plaza España, a fine semicircular building whose facade is flanked by stunning towers. The great architecture of 1921 exudes extravagance. The Spanish pavilion was located here. This was once the residence of King al-Mutamid, a poet, and also the much-feared King al-Mansur, Alfonso the Wise Man, and the legendary King Pedro of Castile. Christopher Columbus was also welcomed here when he returned from his second voyage to America, after having
In the year 711, the Muslim Moors swept in from Africa and conquered the Iberian Peninsula. They ruled Spain for 5 centuries, inspiring a Europe-wide crusade among Christians to reconquer this land. Muslim rule stretched as far as France, but bit by bit the Moors were pushed back, expelled from Sevilla in 1248, and finally pushed entirely out of Western Europe by 1492. The Moors left a distinct mark on Andalusian culture. While in Sevilla, they ruled from here, the Alcázar. More than 6 centuries later, this magnificent building still functions as a royal palace. The Alcázar provides a thought-provoking glimpse of a graceful Moorish world that might have survived its Christian conquerors, but didn't.